Good afternoon. Welcome to this episode of the Montgomery CEO series. Today we have the founder and CEO of Pentanet with us to talk through his business model. Stephen, tell us about your cloud gaming offering and in the market.
Yeah. So cloud gaming really, it's the future of what gaming and computing will look like. So at the moment, if I want to play a game, I need to go and build or buy a computer that can run that game, or I need to buy the latest gen console which will run the game. And the reason why I need that hardware is because the hardware has what's called a GPU, or a graphics processing unit inside it, which actually renders the game. So without that infrastructure, I can't actually play the game. But now with the rise of faster and faster broadband and networks, we're going to see a transition where that infrastructure actually goes to go live in the cloud. And someone like us will come along, like we would consider ourselves a hyperscaler of that technology. So basically we come along and we put a computer that can run thousands of games at any one time. It has that much horsepower, and we go and house it in the cloud. And then what we do is we subscribe access to that supercomputer to people and to gamers. So NVIDIA, who we're the alliance partner for here in Australia, they have a platform called GeForce NOW, which is the global leading cloud gaming solution. And so we run GeForce NOW out off our infrastructure in the data center, and we will sell subscriptions to GeForce NOW to our users. And the value add to our user is that they no longer need a computer or a console to play games. So the thought process behind it, although yes, it made me much more busy, it would be like if a network that was building, back in the day, it was building 4G and like faster broadband that enabled Netflix and YouTube, it would be like if that carrier had the foresight to also own the content that was going to run on those networks. So there's a new point in time where we sit today, where the rise of new next generation networks, which will allow cloud gaming, there's a point where someone could come along and own both those pieces, which is where we sit at the moment.
Very interesting. So technology's moved on. We're putting those expensive pieces of infrastructure that are required to run those games in the data center, and then we're giving access to that to heaps of people on a subscription basis, and they can play whatever games they want for a monthly fee that's much less than the capital cost of buying that high-priced computer minute one. And
Yeah,
it's pretty
it
interesting.
replaces it replaces the infrastructure. So normally in gaming, like say if I went and bought a computer, I don't turn it on and it's full of games or anything. I'll still go and buy games, or I'll go to EB Games and buy a disc for my PlayStation. What GeForce Now does is replace the need to have that infrastructure. But there are several games that are free on the platform. But what it actually does is connects you to your digital game library, which people would already own. So like your Steam and your GOG and your Epic games, which
Yeah.
includes all the major games that people play at the moment, League of Legends and Fortnite, and that those games are traditionally free to play and they're all available for free. But outside of that, if you're playing the latest AAA titles, it's probably a title that you've bought and it coexists with the platform.
Well, fantastic. Well, look, thanks very much for introducing cloud gaming to us and the rest of the business. But when are we going to see cloud gaming actually available for people to sign up to and subscribe to?
So we've been collecting since January when we announced that we're bringing it here. We were collecting registrations of interest, and very quickly we racked up about 50,000 people reserving their username. And then we converted that process into some software that we wanted to build called Cloud GG. So Cloud GG, at the moment, where we sit in the phase of the rollout is that we're about to launch our beta testing. So very soon, in the next few weeks, we'll be onboarding all the active users inside Cloud GG onto the platform to beta test it. And so, within the next few weeks, the public will be using the platform for the first time, and they'll see and test that it works. And Cloud GG was built for us to be able to test different various user groups and different internet connectivity, and kind of get a bit of a benchmark around like who works with cloud gaming and what might not work, or what might need some more focus. better network connectivity, etc. So Cloud GG is some software that we designed to help that onboarding process. So really, it's imminent. In the next few weeks, people will be able to see that it works because we use it now. We know it works. And then following that, we're aiming for our commercial launch in October. And that'll be when we'll start to see revenue.
Fantastic. Well, look, sounds a very interesting story, one to keep a close eye on. And thank you very much for your time today and taking us through your business model. Thanks, Stephen.
No, thanks, Gary. It's a pleasure.